is perfection.
Hello, Internet. Brittany is going to be doing a Shakira for you today.
It's a kitty.
And then she is wearing a beautiful shirt. It's one of the shirts we did from that was from our Patreon streams, yeah?
Oh, yes. I was going to order some of those too.
Yeah, it's our anniversary stream shirt. And I thought it was so funny in my silly drunken stupor that I ordered it. And I just got it like 2 days ago. Steimer's face, and it says, "I can't believe you've done this." And I thought it was perfect.
Have you tweeted a picture of that yet?
Yeah. Oh, I posted on Facebook.
Well, I'm not on Facebook.
Our Facebook fan
Tweet
page.
a picture of you in it so that I can retweet it.
Okay.
Because
I'll do that for you.
The Facebooks.
Only for you, Steimer. Only for you.
Cat. He doesn't like that I'm playing with him.
He's so handsome.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends of What's Good Games. That's all I got.
Jump. You're gonna jump. So graceful.
What is up, everybody?
Hi. Hello. Who do we have in chat? We got Maz and Peter and Ashley and Justin and Punctified and Nom Noms and Lizzie and She the North and Martha Emery and Jared Howard, Adam Sexton, Melanthius, Maurice,
A little bit.
Frosty Bros.
Or it's the monitor.
It might be the monitor. Thanks for that song, Brittany. I love it.
Of course.
It's
I'm
great.
glad you liked it.
It's
Now
just
available for
wonderful
$5.99
having
on
Mavericks
iTunes.
hair all over my face.
$5.99, you say? That's a lot for a single.
Did you not just hear?
$3.99? Because that's like more
My art?
pricing. I mean, we know your art is worth $1 million, but
Thank you, Steimer.
you know, it's all about marketing and that hashtag.
It's all about
value.
knowing your worth.
It's true. Sorry for the delay, friends. I was in a turnip queue and I got called right when we were trying to get set up for the stream, and I was like, "Oh
It's
no!"
true. I don't know if you can still get the shirt. I don't know how long those things last.
Yeah, I don't know either.
There's only one way to find out.
Try and buy
Go
it.
to the internet, which I can do
The
for you.
internet machine?
Is it? Yeah. Is there like do you have like a link for it?
Oh, go look.
Meow.
Let's see. Checkbox. Let's see. Order confirmed.
So
View your order.
happy Saturday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm a little tired because yesterday was a very long day, and then Leslie was gracious enough to stay here for a couple of additional hours after we turned the stream off to help me finish installing Windows and get all the AMD drivers and everything installed.
Oh, yeah, drivers.
And then
Drivers.
we had she accidentally reset something in the BIOS, and then she just stayed and fixed it because I was like, I'm gonna never figure out what to do in the motherboard settings if you leave me now. Leslie, please
Don't leave me.
Please say help me fix it. She's like, I got it. She's the greatest though. So, if you stopped by yesterday, thanks for hanging out. I'm excited to do a little walkthrough video of the PC once I finish setting everything up. It's gonna take me some time to get everything installed and settings, everything transferred, all that jazz. So we're still using the good old regular PC for the time being. But anywho,
Hello. We're doing it.
Hello.
We're doing the thing.
It's Saturday. Yes, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm
don't even
pulling
know.
up the doc.
Will I ever have a sense of time again?
Don't
No.
know. All right, so show
just
of
said no.
show of hands in the chat. Who's playing Tilu? Who is it?
I
Is
saw
it everybody?
somebody else saying,
Is
or I saw
everybody
someone
playing?
saying that they were stopping playing for this.
Are you mad at us because we are taking you away from playing Tilu?
I mean,
We're a reprieve.
Sometimes you need a break.
Yeah.
Need a break.
It's all good.
It's true.
I just
good,
got my
neighborhood.
Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town coded, and I am so happy I did.
Nice.
Because boy, oh boy, that is a palate cleanser and a half.
My
You
mic
go
is
from
super quiet.
killing things to harvesting turnips.
I bet you it's because you're.
Because I'm what?
Hold on.
Summers. Oh, there's my face. I'm an audio mixer.
You
That
are.
is me. Hello.
You were the greatest audio mixer of all
There.
time.
I've turned you up now,
Hello.
Steimer. Great.
Great, great, great.
I couldn't find the shirt. Sorry, friends. Punctified. I think you're the one who asked about it.
Wah, wah.
Yeet.
I can draw you another one though if you'd like to order it from Jackbox. I don't know how that would work actually. Never mind.
Yeah,
We could probably
you could
make
just draw
we
one
could
and
probably
put it
make
on
that
the-
shirt.
Yeah, put it on the Teespring store.
It wouldn't be.
I'll
it
try to
wouldn't be too
replicate my
hard.
art, but that's fine.
I mean,
fine.
you can make it even better because you won't have a limited color palette.
That's true.
Yep.
Thanks, Simmer.
Yep. It's true.
You
You
uplift
are
me.
mad talented.
Bernie,
yo.
no, don't be mad at me. I'm glad you're playing Destiny. I
Oh.
definitely want to get back into Destiny this weekend too. I haven't jumped in on the new week 2 of the season stuff yet. So, and I like maxed out all my stuff last week. So, oh no, your PS4 power supply went out a few months ago. Was it not covered under warranty?
Probably not at this point.
That sucks.
I don't know when he bought it or she.
Oh, that's
excuse
a good
me.
point.
Or they. I don't actually know what your pronouns are, so I apologize.
Andrea, I just saw your shirt, and that's amazing. I can't adult
It really
today.
should just say I can't adult ever at this point.
Ever.
At
Yes.
this stage of life, it's hard.
I'm very good at
Did you swap your Trulies?
Sure did.
Which flavor is okay? 'Cause
Mango,
okay, what was the one you dumped out?
watermelon, kiwi.
Really, it's bad.
I mean, it just wasn't what I wanted. It
Oh.
may have had to do with the fact that I had just brushed my teeth,
Oh, okay.
but I was not liking the kiwi
Got
with
it.
the watermelon.
Got it.
Oh,
A
it's just,
truly. What's a truly?
It's a.
it's like a White Claw.
Yes.
Ah.
I couldn't
It's
think
a
of the spiked.
hard
That's the
seltzer.
word I was looking at. I was like, a what's the
Hard seltzer.
Spiked seltzer.
Yes.
Yeah, I have
Sorry.
a bottle of sparkling in the fridge. I just didn't feel like opening it right
Is it
now.
worth getting a PS Pro just for Tlu? No.
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 No. I
Just
mean,
wait.
yeah, I mean, at this point,
Wait to get the new console.
yeah, all the best games on PS4 you can play on PS5. So if you don't have a PS4 yet, just
No,
wait.
just wait.
Just wait.
you wait,
Exercise
Henry
patience.
Higgins. Just you wait.
Yeah.
Deep cuts.
Okay.
We can do it. Put your ass into it.
Maz, I know, right? I'm glad that we can provide you a little break, a little downtime from all of the killing of things
And being killed.
in Tlu.
Pumped says, I like watermelon kiwi.
There's nothing wrong with liking it. It just wasn't
Yeah,
it just wasn't what I wanted
think
right now.
When you said the teeth brushing thing, that made a lot of sense to me because there is always that weird. There are certain flavors you just like orange juice, for instance. You
Ugh.
just absolutely cannot do after you brush
It's
teeth.
terrible.
yeah.
All right.
What's up,
Cool.
PSW? Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah. It's a fucking party in here.
Heck yes, it is. So if
Party
you
in
guys
the
have
body.
not put your questions in the doc yet, now would be a great time to do that. I believe Brittany dropped it in there just a little while ago. So if you're just joining us, maybe Britt, you could drop it in there again.
I can. It's also in the video description, friends. So you can always just go there.
Nerd. So smart.
You know, I try.
I'm glad
Boom,
that you tried.
shakalaka.
Oh, I pulled up the Dear
Shakalaka,
WGG.
Oh, laka, shaka,
I
laka,
pulled up the
shaka, laka.
DWG.
Tag team. Back again. Check it, direct it. Let's begin.
Ooh.
Party on, party people. Let's make some noise. EC in the house.
Whoa.
Jump, jump, rejoice.
You turned into a
Brittany, I
chipmunk.
miss you. Come
do you
back.
do you miss the singing?
Yes, I do. I do.
It's been a while.
I mean,
has.
John and I were just singing for you.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. The song that you guys were singing was the song that he sings all the time. And it's
We
driving
sung a
me
few different
crazy.
ones. We had a little album going for you.
Can I be a guest on your album?
Oh yeah,
All right.
it's
Okay.
featuring Be Nasty.
Yes,
Oh.
right. What's up, Devin? Welcome. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, Britt, I didn't even think about that, but I can do that vertically on the front panel. That's a
Can't
really
wait.
good
You
idea.
configure the new PC front with it. That's what. Oh,
Yeah. You could.
hey.
It's really fun. I haven't, like I said, I literally installed the MSI Dragon Center, which is like the motherboard optimizer. I installed the AMD software, and then I installed the Elgato software. And that's as far as I got. And then I was like, I'm really, really tired. I gotta go inside.
You and your cat.
Because it was like 11 o'clock at night. I was just like, I'm done. I'm cooked.
That's crazy.
It was a very long day. Okay, questions. Let's go.
Question?
Oh, well, she's not. I haven't seen her yet. Assassina, I don't. Is she here? Or should we wait? I'll hold her question.
I don't remember singing
Last
about
time,
Assassina.
I remember we read her question, and then she arrived a little late.
Participants. Nah, she's not in here.
Okay, we'll wait. I'll come back to that question.
Wait, I don't know how accurate this is. Oh well.
Well, she put her question in a couple days ago.
Mm.
Okay, the Supreme Commander of the Cyber Chihuahua Ninja Army
Amazing.
would like to know, with the unveiling of the PS5 console, how it looks has become a topic of discussion. With that in mind, I pose this query. Query. Nintendo
Query.
has come to you and said that they are making a new console. The design has been left up to you. The only requirement is there must be some method of gaming when you're not at your TV.
Wait, what?
So
Oh, so
essentially,
it's portable.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
portable.
yeah, you can it's like Switch, right? You game on the go.
I mean, I'm
Wait, so,
fine
like,
and happy with the current design of the Switch.
Yeah, I'm like, I like
like
the
it.
Switch. I would
Oh.
maybe upgrade the Joy-Cons because those are the little nubbins are a little.
Are we doing like the cons,
Well,
like the
tough.
dock, or like the whole thing in itself? Like, how do we? Yeah, I mean,
Up to you, I guess. I would definitely make it more powerful. I think that at the cost of it being more expensive, it's worth it to add more functionality. I think if you can bump it up to $399 and have like a Switch Pro that has better online optimization, that has voice chat and functionality of the Nintendo Online app built into the console. I think if it can do better graphics, higher FPS, higher resolution across the board for developers, I think that's worth the extra cost. I
give
think
us
more,
a D-pad, motherfuckers.
yeah, like a proper D-pad, more internal storage. Definitely want that. Want to be able to have unlimited cloud saves if you have the premium online membership. Like, that's what I would do. And
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, but
people,
visually, for the
would
most part,
fall
it'd
over
be the
themselves
same.
to pay an extra $100 for the Switch if it had better functionality and more power.
Oh yeah, I would. That's
Yeah.
been the rumor, right? The Switch Pro that
Switch to D,
Nintendo's
Switch.
supposedly been working on, but nothing's been revealed. Yeah,
Correct.
just make it
Yeah.
prettier, give it a bigger. I like a bigger screen, but in terms of the functionality, where you have the dock and you have the Switch itself, like that's fine. You don't need to overhaul that. Don't turn it into like a diamond or something. You know,
Into a diamond.
leave it.
I think the dock.
You know, they did a
design is
cube.
fine. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
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 Would you change the color at all?
I would offer more colors.
You see, I like the gray, just like the gray black console, because if it's too bright, I'm always worried that I'm gonna be so distracted by the bright colors.
See, the odd thing for me is the bright colors attract me to play it more.
Really? It's like
a
waving
weird
something shiny
bird
in front of
thing.
you.
Yeah,
It's
it
Like
really
a moth to
is.
the flame.
Like if it's all gray, I'm like, whatever.
So you saying you're going to be more attracted to the PS5 than the Xbox Series X?
Probably.
If
So you're
only that
saying-
rose gold mock-up was real.
I know. Like I feel like eventually Xbox will have some cool skinned
Yeah.
consoles that I'll really enjoy. But yeah, I mean, the main one is not doing anything for me. I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah, that's fair. I've just never been someone who really cares about the design or shape of a console. As long as
mean,
it plays my games
And it
I'm
plays
good.
them quietly.
quietly.
Without burning my
Quietly,
house down.
all the videos of the PS4s playing Tilu. I mean, Samir, I know yours is a jet engine too. Mine's never really
Yeah,
been
mine's
that
a jet.
loud, but
Mine's-
some of them are just
Really?
insane.
Mine's always been a jet engine. It's not even Telu that did it. Like Telu obviously made it do that, but every video game makes it do that. It was not a unique thing.
You just have weird luck with consoles.
Yeah, they're not great usually. They just
Yeah.
they don't like me.
It's true.
But I like you.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, thank you for your question, Supreme Commander. Raz asks, if your life was a video game, what would be the genre and some of the loading screen tips?
That's,
That's really funny. I feel like that'd be a good third segment. On
That
the
would
show.
actually be a really funny good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd have to think about those tips.
The tips?
Because they'd be stuff like get enough. I'd be like the mom, be like get enough sleep. Make sure you brush your teeth twice a day. Like some bullshit.
You spoke about smile.
Have you thought about doing? I don't know. Have you considered? not
I would
being an
fill all
asshole?
of my loading screens with things not to do. Like, don't just walk and then stop in the middle of a walkway. You know, if someone lets you go at a 4-way stop, wave to them. Little things like that. If you're gonna sneeze, cover your mouth. If you're gonna cough, cover your mouth. Little life hacks to not be a douche.
Is that a life hack?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would be, because I feel like if you follow those, you won't be hated by the masses, because you'll be a nice, considerate human.
It's true. That's just like basic functionality.
Yeah. What kind of genre?
Kind of. Oh wait, sorry. What was If your life was a
Genre.
video game, what genre would it be? I mean, right now, nothing good. I don't know. Right now, it's like survival horror.
Survival.
I don't know. Maybe like a rhythm and music game would be fun.
I think right now I'd like to be a farming sim. That sounds peaceful.
Ooh, it does.
That does sound peaceful.
It does sound nice.
Yeah,
wake
I would
up.
be like a happy version of The Sims would be fine. Not the psychotic way that I play The Sims, which is murdering everybody.
You can murder people in The Sims.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh.
What's your favorite way to
like,
murder someone in
you
The
as
Sims?
the overlord, so you like take the ladders out of the. Well, this was before. I feel like they've updated the AI, so it's a little smarter now. But like, you could just take the ladders out of pools; they would drown. Or you could have them light, like if they're bad at cooking and they start a fire, you can like lock them in the house by removing all the doors and removing all the ways
That's
to get out.
sadistic AF. Steimer. Whoa.
I mean, sometimes you had a Black Widow character and they wanted their husband to die, so like you gotta do what they want. This is what I was saying when I saw the EA thing and they were like talking about inclusivity and all this stuff with Sims. I was like, this is not the way I play. Like this, like I play like some really fucked up Sims things. So I mean, not saying it can't be those things.
So
It's
Steimer's
just
genre is
interesting.
just murder simulator.
Yeah, usually. I mean, or just building simulator. Like I'll also do the thing where I hack myself into a bunch of money and then I'll just build a really cool house. So it's like it's either one speed or the other.
I'm into it.
Oh,
I'm into it. I think it's great. Thank you for your question, Raz.
What's cow plant? Classic way to kill someone.
What is that?
Steimer, do you know what that means?
I don't actually. It must be something that I don't know. Cow plant.
Okay, I'll look this up.
I do not know.
Thank you for your question, Raz. Books writes in and says, "Hi, do you have any weird or funny nicknames given to you or someone else? I knew a guy in uni that was nicknamed Genesis because he had been there for 5+ years."
Oh,
That's so mean.
That's sad. I mean, my only nickname is my last name.
Oh
Or
my
based
god,
off of
it's
my
a
last
literal
name.
plant. Looks like a plant with a cow head without eyes and sharp,
What?
vicious
Okay, let
teeth.
me Google this because I don't think I ever did.
Is that
this.
why it's called a cow plant?
I mean, it makes sense.
Sims that attempt to grab the piece of cake from the cow plant's mouth will be eaten alive by the plant.
Oh,
Some
wow.
Sims will be spit back out to the ground, while other Sims will take their last breath in the cow plant's stem.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, I never got this plant, so I never did that.
Oh, so the cow plant will tease and lure Sims with cake.
I mean,
That's amazing.
That's terrible.
poor
I mean,
cat.
amazingly terrible.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's funny.
Funny nicknames.
The opposite of this is that I felt weird the other day when someone called me by my real name. I felt like I was in trouble.
Oh.
You mean Christine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's strange.
Yeah, I don't have any funny or weird nicknames. Well, I guess like I had a nickname from middle school. Well, really more elementary school, where people would call me Blossom because
Oh, that's cute.
I used to wear all of the floppy hats that the Blossom character from Blossom
Yeah.
used to wear. Oh my gosh, what is her name? She's the girl in the
Yeah.
the geek show.
Yeah. Oh, what is her real name?
Yeah,
Malum something.
Malin,
or-
right?
It's Malum. I don't remember exactly. Something along those lines.
Not Blossom from Powerpuff Girls.
No.
No, I never watched Powerpuff Girls. Never seen an episode
did.
of Powerpuff Girls.
Really?
Never once.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It is a good time.
Jason has a whole bunch of weird names for me. None of them make sense. They always change. It's like Marion will be one of them. Marion Barry, Mare. I don't know, these weird ass names that he comes up with, but he does this with all of his friends and those close to him. I don't think I've ever heard him. I don't think I've literally heard him say my name, like my real name, in years.
I feel like you mean your husband?
My husband.
I
yeah.
think the only time I hear him call you Brit is when he's
He's
around
talking
us.
about me.
Yeah, and he like
Yeah.
needs to get your attention, and
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't want to like disclose your like little pet names in front of us.
Yeah.
Oh, because they're all fucking weird. Like they're just bizarre and they don't even make any sense. But no, yeah, I haven't heard him say my actual name in a very long time. Say my name, say my name.
Y'all.
When no one is around you.
Chelsea
Say,
asks
Brittany, I
if,
love
people
you.
pronounce Steimer wrong a lot outside of WGG. Yes, they do. They say steamer.
Steiner?
Steamer, Steimer, or Steiner. Or they'll just look at me and wait for me to say it.
Wait, what?
Like they'll just be like, it's like they're just waiting for you to like fill in the blank. They're like,
yeah,
please
finish.
fill in the blank, and I'm like, it's timer, and they're like, okay, thank you.
Huh.
Justin says a friend in high school somehow managed to get everyone to call me Yoshi for a while.
Oh,
Oddly enough, it
Foshi, yeah.
resurfaced years later to another group of friends.
That makes
Yoshi,
sense.
huh?
From Foshi. Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Oh.
Foshi, Yoshi.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I get it. And thanks, Nom Noms. Mayim Bialik?
Yeah,
Bialik?
yeah.
How do you say your last name?
I have no
Bialik?
idea.
Bialik? Nah, that can't be right.
I don't.
Chelsea's
Blossom.
nickname is
Her name's
Weimer.
Blossom.
Weimer.
Weimer. Weimer.
Oh, thanks, PSW. I don't be mad. I have no desire to watch the Powerpuff Girls. I just don't.
Mojo Dojo.
It's really good, but yeah, I don't think it would be your thing.
Okay, next up, Megan. What's up, Milton? Says, hey, ladies. Since 2 recent vlog Patreon secret segments have gone up regarding the community's mental health, I just want to ask how you all are doing and what you're looking forward to most in the upcoming months. The extra content has been unreal, in parentheses, amazing. Looking forward to catching more of the streams and such. All the best. Well, thanks, Megan. I'm glad that you've been enjoying the extra content. We've been enjoying bringing it to you. Looking forward to the most in the upcoming months. Well,
We're all like, whoa, what's happening?
Ghost of
What's the world gonna look
Tsushima?
like in a few months?
Some video games, I
well,
guess.
we're planning to do a pre-record episode probably in the next 3 to 5 weeks, where we're gonna take some days off, which I think is much needed.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that, and I think I'm gonna drive to Arizona to see my moms because I haven't seen them since Thanksgiving. And I'm hoping it's going to force my mom into taking some time off as well because she's been working nonstop around the clock. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And just laying outside in the sun for a while. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking it's kind of been the same song and dance since we got back from PAX East, which is, like wake up, work, do fun stuff. Every day is kind of a weird day. I don't really know what kind of day it is. I would say, while the weird E3 stuff this summer is kind of weird and wonky in the sense that no one really knows what they're doing or what expectations to set for anything, it is fun to know that I have everyone has another Pokemon announcement coming next week. That's something fun to look forward to. And we have the new Game Plus Expo. We have the Cyberpunk thing. So that stuff is fun. But, usually this time of year, I like to get out, go to Eastern Washington, maybe go camping or something. But it's not really a thing you can do. I mean, it is, but it'd be stupid too because anyway.
Well, you guys could go camping,
go
just
camping.
the 2 of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. It's been so busy with everything going on. And sometimes, like, as much as I want to get away right now, I'm finding that I'm recharging best at home when there's really no plans going on. As much as I want to go away, just getting home and getting stuff done around the house that I've been wanting to do.
I feel you there. I never thought that I'd get to a place where I'm like more antisocial because I've been home, but I think it's because I've been in this rut and in this like mental malaise, and there really is like no plan, right? There's no we don't know what's going to happen 4 weeks from today, let alone 3 months, 6 months, right? Like, it's interesting because I'm now starting to get emails from CES, which is the big show in January, and I'm just like, do you guys think that CES is going to happen in January when it brings over 200,000 people in from around the world? Like, no, I don't see that happening in any way, shape, or form. But
No.
I mean, I think it would be great if we could, get something under control by then. But I think now that we're in this place with the pandemic where we're going to see the fallout from all the businesses reopening, people just straight up just not caring about masks anymore. A family member of mine told me that they believe the coronavirus is a hoax, and I'm like, great.
No.
I've heard that
This is just great
from people.
And I'm like,
Yeah. Mine didn't say that, but they did say they were like, well, I'm going to get it anyway, so what does it matter? And I was just like, okay.
I don't
sure.
get it. I don't understand it.
I mean, I get it. I understand it 100%. I
Just the
understand
stupidity of
hoax.
people.
But because I've said this to a couple of friends of mine. I was like, the problem is if you don't know anybody that has it, if you've never seen anybody with it, if you don't know somebody who works in a hospital, a clinic, or in the healthcare industry, you've never had a touch point with any of the really gross and nasty parts of the pandemic, it doesn't feel real to you. It feels made up, right? Like any bad thing that happens in the world, it's hard to have empathy or sympathy for it for certain types of people. Not just I don't want a blanket
Or
statement be like for
sociopaths.
dumb
I'm just
people,
kidding.
right? But like some people just cannot be empathetic to something that they don't have a personal experience with, and that's just part of the human condition, sadly. And that's where we're at. Is like there's like millions and millions of people around the world who have never come into contact with anybody who knows anything about the real cost of the pandemic, and that's why people don't care. And that's horrifying and terrible. And it's like, well, what do we do about it? It's like, well, I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't.
Yeah, I saw something and I was like, oh no, that's a good analogy. It was basically like, we're going to treat coronavirus the same way we treat gun control, which is not at all. And we're going to pretend like there's nothing we can do about it to make it better.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Everybody.
Thoughts
Thoughts
and
and prayers.
prayers.
And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, that's correct. Oh no. Like, oh.
So in the meantime, we can all continue to hunker in because of your
Yeah.
stupidity. Thanks.
Just like, how do I teleport out of here?
Yeah.
How do I go to a
Yeah.
different country? Thanks, bye.
Exactly. Adam, that's an interesting point about compassion being a learned human characteristic.
That's not, yeah, that's true. Because even like kids are inherently selfish.
Mhm.
You have to like be like, no, there are other people you need to care about. And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, compassion is part of higher intelligence, right? It's what separates us from the beasties. Like,
Beastie Boys. I don't know. Monkeys have.
I feel like
Do you
dogs
think
are
they have
nicer than all
compassion
humans
for
anyway.
each other, for like their small group, not for like the world in general.
well, I don't. Okay, I mean, I don't think we need to get into
Yeah.
a philosophical debate about do monkeys have compassion.
I mean, like,
I mean, I'm
chimpanzees
here
and
for
shit.
it.
I don't mean
You guys
like,
go ahead. I'll just
little-
sit here and drink my whiskey and cheers to that.
I'm too tired. I can't do it.
Anyway, don't be selfish. I know everyone watching this is you're not. You're lovely people. You're nice, kind people. You care about other people other than yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, and just be responsible. Just, like, be thoughtful and mindful of others, and you never know what anybody's situation is. And for the love of God, wear your mask, and don't be confrontational with people
Yes.
who are wearing masks. Okay. Jillian says, hey, ladies, I have an Andrea question. I know you are a fan of Star Wars, and if you were in that universe, what color would your lightsaber be?
Ooh.
And would you be a Jedi or a Sith? I think we all could answer this. And when you played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, did you pick a different color for Cal Kestis? I had to because yellow clashed with his hair and pink poncho. I also rocked the pink poncho. Thanks, and I love all the streams you guys have been doing. They really brighten my week. Oh, thank you, Jillian. That's very nice of you. So I did pick a different color. I, of course, went for the purple Kyber crystal because I have an obsession with purple, if that wasn't obvious.
I also picked that one.
From everything with What's Good Games. I would definitely go Jedi for sure. I have no love for the Sith. I, to this day, do not understand why people proudly want to support the Empire. The Empire is pretty
It's just like
freaking terrible.
if you're like, I like the goth look, then maybe it's just an aesthetics thing. Like,
I mean, yeah, I guess like if it's an aesthetics thing, sure.
here's all I'm gonna say: in Star Wars: The Old Republic, I did play a Sith. I played a Sith Inquisitor, and I liked it better. But if it was real life and I had to pick, I'd obviously pick Jedi because I'm not insane. But in a video game, it's fun to be the bad guy sometimes.
It's good to be bad. I would also be a Jedi because I'm a good person, and that's all. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I think that Jedi's
What
are
color?
the good
What
guys,
color
right?
is your staff?
I would do. I think I would do like a yellow.
Okay.
Yellow's nice.
Be all Pikachu.
Yeah. Empire has, more intense music.
It's
For
very
sure.
yeah. It's like
Dun, dun,
Obey
dun,
music.
Dun, 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 dun. Thanks for the trumpets, ladies.
great. Ship it.
There's a new single.
$5.99.
What's up, Nam?
So we can pay for the royalties we owe.
Exactly. Nam says, say, no question, just a huge heartfelt thank you to each of you. 2020 has been particularly tough, and these past few weeks broke me. Your kind and caring posts remind us to take a break, take care of ourselves, and it's okay to not be okay. We're very timely and encouraging. One word starts a story. One note starts a symphony. One person starts a revolution. Small acts leave big impacts. Thank you again for making a positive impact in my life.
Hearts.
Thank you for your
Hearts to
message.
you.
That's really kind. Yeah, it's been really hard. I think it's like it just feels like it's compacting like week over week over week. And I know that everybody has lots of their own stresses in their lives, and then like the world stress on top of that is just making it all like a little much to go through right now.
Yes.
So
It's hard, and it's okay to admit that you're not doing okay. It's okay to not be okay. And I know Andrea made a vlog about this. I made a vlog about this on Patreon, and Steimer, you know, she's a badass, and she's, I'm sure, going through some things herself, because we all are. But yeah, I mean, I think that's something that we've always talked about, is it's okay to admit that you're not okay. And for me, just going off for a minute, I've never really suffered from anxiety. I've never really suffered from depression or anything like that. And so even when we started What's Good, of course, I always believed in the message, but never in my life has it been more applicable to right now, when I'm finding myself not feeling like myself, but I'm able to take all the things we've talked about on the show and apply it to my life. And it makes me feel like I'm not going crazy, that I'm not the only one going through this, and that it's okay. And then I think once you can accept that, you can allow yourself to go out and seek resources that can help you out. So yeah.
amen.
That's what I get.
100%. And there are a lot of resources. And I know sometimes taking that first step is hard. Even, you know, just a quick Google search for resources might even find you some meditation, you know, sites or.
Oh, look at the big boy. I miss him so much.
Crush your
I was doing so good with his diet, and then I
was
stopped
going to say,
regulating.
I was going to feed you the bullshit line that I always feed you, which is like, look how muscular and handsome he is, but he looks a little chunky.
No, especially with the way she's also holding
Is
him.
it? I was say, is it a camera angle?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
camera always
I'm
makes
adding 10
everybody
pounds.
heavier. But yeah, no, he definitely looks particularly chunky.
It's like a bowling ball with ears. He's so handsome.
He's like, what you say? What you call me?
You call you a chunky boy.
He's staring me down right now.
He's so cute. I think his head's getting smaller. I can't tell. Is his head getting
That's
smaller?
why
His body getting
perspective.
bigger?
His butt is closer to the camera than his head.
It's true. Well, and Frosty, he is a big cat normally. So like his like regular like, you know, healthy weight is like 13 to 14 pounds, which is, you know, most cats are like,
Oh,
you
hey,
doing?
baby.
well, you could just let him go.
Well, I was just like, if you're trying to push away, that's going to get you hurt, because you're gonna just like
Yeah.
ricochet backwards into this plant.
I'm
He's not the
drinking tin
smartest
cup
cat.
whiskey.
Ooh, tin cup. Can I see the bottle?
It's downstairs.
Okay, there's no problem.
But it does have a little
Man
tin cup on
servants
it,
to
which is
come
cute.
bring it.
Mike writes in and says, "Hello, ladies. I hope you are all keeping well. Thank you for the advice. The aloe vera for the sunburn worked a treat when combined
Oh
with
my
the
God,
coldness of
yes.
the toilet bowl. However, I have now discovered that I am allergic to aloe vera, and I was
What?
rushed."
I love it. I love this saga, how the saga continues every month.
Remember how Mike writes in every month and like never completes the
Oh,
thought?
but I didn't know about the aloe thing.
When
Was
were
this
we
part of it
talking about
before?
aloe vera?
That was last month. It was the day after our anniversary stream, remember? That you
Oh,
submitted.
yes.
I was drunk.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we were all very hungover that day,
Yeah.
too.
Thank you, Mike. That's funny.
I hope you get that fixed, whatever it is.
Okay. Question. Agent 47 says, "Hello, ladies." So he was laying on the light yesterday when I had it on. You want me to turn it on for you? It was really funny. I took a whole video. I was like, "What are you doing back there?"
What's
you
he
weirdo?"
doing? He being a silly cat.
Is there any games that you really tried to get into? Started playing them multiple times, but ultimately never got very far and stopped playing and trying for good. Like you thought it's totally your thing, whether it's the genre, art style, subject matter, etc. But for some reason, it just didn't hook you as you thought it should. It happened to me at least several times over the last few years, and I would wonder how it was in your case and how often it happens in general, if at all. Thanks, and have a great weekend.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
I think there's been probably a lot of examples that I have very bad.
There's a lot.
memory
I know. I'm
recall.
trying to pull one out of my ass. I'm like,
Pokemon was one for me where I was like, no, I'm definitely gonna beat this one and blah blah blah. And I know I did not. I didn't even close to beat Pokemon last year. That was probably my most recent. But usually it does happen with, or I think actually Yakuza's another good one. Like, but granted that was partly because I started playing Tilu for review. But I was like really into it and really wanted to push forward and fell off.
Happens.
Yeah, for me, Death Stranding was a recent popular
yeah.
game that a lot of people liked that I tried a couple of times and I just like could not keep pushing
didn't
forward.
like
I was like,
stacking
I just am
boxes?
not having fun.
Yeah, that game is. I mean, that is a game that I feel like I would rather just watch. Like, I would rather just watch the cutscenes of it because I'm interested in story, but the gameplay has no tie to it
I
whatsoever.
hope you have a spare like 20 hours to
You
watch the
know,
cutscenes.
I've
Oh,
got
God.
nothing but time right now. That's all I've got.
I would say for me, probably Animal Crossing. It's a game that on paper should be like
My God, did you and
Everything.
Andrea switch places?
I know, what the
Apparently.
fuck. But every time I've started it, I just, there's no ultimate goal. I don't really get off on decorating like when Andrea Renee does. To me,
I
it's
love
like,
it.
whatever. It's a house. It has a bed in it. It's good. Good enough.
I was the same, and I also have dropped off Animal Crossing, so that's a good one. I think it's because for me, I lacked the patience for where I needed to get. Like, I knew it was gonna be a long game, and to get where you wanted to go. I also wasn't sure. I feel like like with The Sims or something, I can look at the catalog, and even if I can't afford that thing, I know how I could build it eventually. You don't really have that in Animal Crossing. You just have to like look it up on the internet and figure out what you could even put there. Or go to people's places and be like, what's that? Where'd you get that? Which is totally fine. And I'm not trying to shit on it for that. But for me, it was hard to visualize what I could possibly build.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I just never went forth on that path.
I actually have also never finished an Assassin's Creed game.
Correct.
I don't
Really?
know if
Never?
that's because of the length. Yeah, never. I've started.
What about the girth?
I think all of them, but for some reason or another, I just stopped playing. I don't know if it's because the world is too big or what, but something about it just I lose interest. So we'll see if Valhalla is the one that gets me.
I doubt it. If you've never finished one.
I've always thought, especially with the Greek setting in Odyssey, that would be it. That would be the one. But I fell off again. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough when they are constantly distracting you with in-world events. I don't want to make this a side tangent of what I would like to see from Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I'm sure we'll have that conversation at some point. But I feel you. Next question from Punctified. So with Cyberpunk 2077 being delayed to November 19th, is it safe to speculate that with their marketing partnership with Microsoft that this is probably the Xbox Series X launch date? So we were talking about this. When were we talking about this? Were we talking about this
On this week's show.
On this week's show?
Yesterday's show.
Yeah.
Wow. That
wasn't yesterday. Oh, yesterday that it published. I was like, we didn't record that yesterday.
I think that that's not a fair assumption. I think that also a Thursday release date is a little odd. But I think that the game console is going to come out earlier than that. I think that Cyberpunk doesn't want to deal with competitive marketing with the platform on launch day. I think that it would be a mistake. And I think that the team at Xbox would probably advise them against that as well, to say like, hey, we need to do our own marketing and our own resources for our hardware. We can't probably give you the share of the marketing spend on that in that time window that you would get in a different window.
They want you to buy Halo.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very real thing too, is we haven't talked about like, is Halo day and date? Because we don't know yet. I'm assuming we're going to get a release date next month when Xbox does their big first party show, but we don't know if it's like a launch day game or not. So,
yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, I would hope. Well, that's an interesting point. Yeah, does it come out before because it has smart delivery? But I feel like you're like, yo, Xbox Series X mini refrigerator and Halo Infinite same day. Whoa, I think that'd be fucking killer. I feel like that's what you have to launch with.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm with you. I think if they're going to have a giant AAA game that launches day and date, it would be their own game. It wouldn't be a partner game.
Yeah.
So that would make more sense to me. And doing both of them to me is a bad call, and I don't think Xbox would do that. I don't think CDPR would do it either. I don't think that they would go for it. At least I hope they wouldn't. So, but I did reach out to them, and they wrote me back, and we are now officially on their influencer list.
Ooh.
Oh,
But they told me,
MJ, we should have always been
shit
on.
out of you.
Well, there's a different person now
Oh.
managing it.
Oh, who is it?
Stephanie.
Oh,
She's great.
nice.
So I talked to them and was like, yo, what's up? And they're like, here's the thing. It's a very, 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 very small group that has it pre-launched for the previews, but Your request has been noted. We'll let you know if we can get you in. So I was like, that sounds like a no.
But we love you.
So I guess we'll just read the previews with everybody else next week.
That's fine.
I can't win them all.
Yeah, it's true. But I tried, you guys. I tried. Okay. Francois says, good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a good day so far. Since it's Father's Day weekend, I thought it would be nice if you were willing to say a few words or share a good memory about your father or someone who acted as a father figure in your life. Have a great weekend.
Oh.
Well, happy Father's Day to you, Francois.
Yeah.
So I've spoken frequently about how my dad got me into video games as a kid, and one of my favorite memories was sitting down and playing with him and my sister, and it being a really nice bonding activity for us. Like, particularly my dad single-handedly got me into chess through Chess Master, and I loved playing Chess Master with him. We started playing on PC and then played on SNES when it came out, and I never thought that I would be into such a obviously very old game that had so much strategy involved in it, but it was something that I really enjoyed, and I haven't played chess in a really long time, actually.
Yeah, neither have I. I used to also play chess a lot. And now I'm like,
chess. You want to play chess?
no, because you will kick my ass.
What? I haven't played chess in literally years.
I know, but you probably still will be better than me. And I'm
It
gonna
sounds
be
like something
I'm
that's
sad
great.
because I'm bad at chess.
Yeah, my dad is one of my best friends. He and I are super duper close. Like Andrea, my dad got me. Well, actually, no, my grandma got me into gaming, but my dad was always my co-op buddy growing up. We played everything from Bomberman to Zombies Ate My Neighbors to Mario to Twisted Metal to Call of Duty together growing up. And I really appreciate my dad because he's a goofball and he's a very unique person. And I think if anyone's ever met him, they'll understand why I am the way I am. You know, he's in his 60s, but he has that very that childlike spirit about him where he's not afraid to enjoy the things he did as a kid. You know, he loves like model airplanes and doing like fun little shipbuilding things. And he just loves playing with little he likes burning shit, you know, like little, you know, like playing with fire, and, like really silly stuff, like burning shit, like playing with fire in a controlled area.
Or
He's just a goofball, and yeah, I'm excited to spend tomorrow with him. We're gonna have a barbecue and probably find some weird bugs.
What the fuck?
Brittany, why has he never come to our meetups in Seattle?
That's a good question. I
Have
should
you
try
forgotten
to
invite him
should try to
every
rope him in.
time?
The next one we do in Seattle, tell him
Hopefully
his
next
presence
year.
is requested.
At PAX next year.
Oh yeah, I mean, if anyone's seen my Let's Plays with him, you'll see the dynamic we have. It's really funny. My mom said that she grew up with two children. She raised two children.
Yeah, that
Because
sounds
when
right.
he and I are together, we're very silly.
Well, if you ever want to do a video with him again, you know, there's a channel where you could upload it. You know, I'm just saying.
There is?
Yeah.
Is that kind of funny?
Is it
What
on?
channel is
Wow.
that?
How dare you? How dare you?
I mean,
Oh no, I
if
made
you
fun
could
of my own
hack
show.
Soar and get into there, that'd be pretty funny. Actually, I would laugh if you managed to get access to their channel, just upload it.
Just upload a video of my dad and I.
A video of
doing
you and your
something.
dad playing, and then they were like, because it would probably
What's
take
good
them a little bit to
takeover,
figure it out.
bitch? It'll be great.
They'd be like, how did this get here? What's going on?
It's true. RJ Phillips, I've thought about that using the Skycam for the board game, but I had the thing is like the camera that we have mounted up there. I need to swap it out because that particular camera does not know how to react to all of the lights coming down, and like it can't focus on things that are on the table level because it's like blowing out the exposure. So I have to get a different camera that I can like zoom in and tailor the lights better because that one's not it. Continuing on, Brandon K. Gann says, hello, what's good? I hope this finds you well, and I wanted to ask you how you felt this summer of gaming has gone so far as a whole, now that we're close to halfway. Do you think all the separate streams have done enough to justify them being a thing? Aside from the PS5 reveal event, are there any other announcements or games that have stood out to you? Personally, aside from Horizon and Ratchet & Clank, I was pleasantly surprised by Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Ghost Runner, and Get to the Orange Door, all of which were in Games Radar's Future Games show. Thank you for always reading my question, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
It's all blending into one at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like it was not. It did not do what it should have done, and like nothing. Now it just feels like there was almost nothing differentiating about anything that happened, except Sony. Sony is the only one who came out and actually felt like they made it impactful,
Like an E3
showing.
style event.
Yeah, everybody else has been like, it's just been so spread out that you just tune, or at least I've like kind of tuned out, and you're just like, wake me up when something cool happens. Come on.
Yeah, I'm looking
internet.
through our calendar to try to see what was the first thing we streamed, the first event.
I don't
Like,
know.
I don't even remember anymore. I know we did the Sony thing, we did the Gorilla Collective, and then I feel like there was something before that, but I don't even remember what that was.
I don't know, but there was the EA thing. The EA was meh.
Xbox did a third-party
Xbox
partner
did a
event.
thing,
Okay, that's right. I think that's probably what it was the Xbox thing.
but
Yeah, I mean, it's like Steinberg said, I feel like it's kind of been the summer of mismanaged expectations.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay,
Yeah.
like you're not always going to nail it, but I hope going forward you learn from it. I think the next big one, I mean, Cyberpunk will be big in itself, but I feel like, you know, it's about just one thing and we know what to expect from that.
Right.
Probably be the Xbox first party stream.
I mean, we
hopefully.
hope.
We hope, right?
Ubisoft, I'm
Please
very
don't
much looking
do-
forward to as well.
What is that?
Ubisoft is in July.
Okay.
Ubisoft
Yeah.
Forward, where they're going to show all their new stuff.
I don't like this. Come back, E3.
I know. I don't. Honestly, I've talked to so many PR people that I've worked with over the years, and we're all like, "This was terrible. All of it's bad. This is awful. Nobody can get any rest or catch up because it's just one event after another." And like, I talked about this at the beginning. I was like, the reason why E3 is important is because it focuses everybody on 1 week. And then you can see everything and then even go back and see archives if you don't get all of the stuff you want during that 1
Right.
week. But like now that it's drawn out, nothing matters anymore. Nothing has importance. Nothing has weight. And it's impossible to know like, oh, what are the things I should care about?
When everything matters. Nothing does.
Exactly. Everything can't matter. Everything can't be equally important. That's not the way these announcements work. And I think that it's going quite honestly, I think it's like going middling at best.
Yes. I think
No,
that's
that's
pretty
fair.
accurate.
I think when E3 was first announced that E3 was canceled, what my original hope was is that we would still have that week where everyone would all have the things and they would all do their announcements. But then obviously for many reasons that didn't work out the way it did. And now it got announced that Jeff's thing started in, I think it was May, and now it goes through Gamescom. It ends with Gamescom in August. And then it was like, how the
drawn
hell?
out. Like literally everything is super drawn out. Not even just the E3 turning into 3 months, and Gamescom is gonna whatever drag out, and then PAX is like 9 days. You're just
Why
like,
the heck is PAX 9 days?
it's
24/7.
bonkers
Whoa.
bananas, and I don't understand it. It's just like it just makes me want to lie down.
Even next week, Jeff announced that he has another stream on Monday for unannounced game. Tuesday is the New Game Expo. Wednesday is the Pokemon Direct. Thursday is the Cyberpunk event. I mean, it's a lot.
It's too much,
too
and
much,
that's why I don't blame anybody for just being like, whatever. Again, yeah, wake me up when something interesting happens for me.
Yeah,
and that's
it's
it.
tough because I think we want that hype moment. We want that
We do.
get hype moment, and it's so hard to have because you can't be hyped for 3 months solid.
Yeah, you really can't. And I think
Even I'm running
other-
out of reserves, and I feel like that's saying something.
That is saying something. No,
It is.
Brittany, don't run out of reserves.
We
How do
need
we
you.
how do we refill the hype tank?
I don't know. Whiskey. Pour it in the back.
Pour it in my veins.
But like the other part too, and I understand the struggle, is I feel like companies can't, like Sony with being the exception, a lot of them can't do the exact same thing they're going to do at E3, because I would imagine they might want to not announce projects necessarily this early because COVID is impacting dev cycles. So you might not even really have any idea or understanding of how long these things will take. So that might, I feel like that's probably why EA's was really is like they may have just not been able to get shit done in time the way that they would have if it was E3 and everybody was working normally. Because like E3 crunch is really real. Like a lot of devs just bust their asses to get the smallest of demos ready for that show, which is really, I mean, you can kind of do it work from home, but like not really. Like it's not the same thing to have everybody working in a space for like 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, 16 hours a day versus, okay, we're all at home and we're like trying to figure this out, but my kid's crying and like, I don't know, the dog needs to go out, and like you just like have so many things to deal with. So I think that's part of why a lot of the summer beats are just kind of missing their mark, is because they just can't announce the way or at least, I mean, they're being responsible in that sense. You shouldn't announce when you don't know, but
Yeah.
Not to mention, Nintendo's been very, very silent. I mean, I think if you look into that, you look at Japan's online infrastructure, they're not really built the way I think the United States is for working from home. It's just much more difficult there. But can you imagine if Nintendo was firing on all cylinders, or on the wavelength that everyone else is? We haven't really had any new Nintendo announcements besides, I mean, we had the Pokemon thing, but
Right.
that's not it. You know, there's other shit going on there at Nintendo. When's that'll gonna come out?
Yeah,
I don't know.
they haven't announced either an E3 style direct, like a date, like like
no.
all the other.
Yeah, the rumor that
platform
came
holders
out,
have,
rumor a few weeks, actually more like a month ago now, was that they had canceled it, and because of obviously their online infrastructure, and it's much more difficult for them to their employees to work from home in Japan. But
Yeah.
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 All right, we've got more questions. Let's continue on. Also, I love that I brought my laptop cable over here and I didn't even plug it in because I forgot.
A whoopsie daisy.
I was like, why is my battery at 30%?
Because batteries typically just go down.
Especially when you don't plug them in. Okay, according to VentureBeat's Jeff Grubb, writes Scott, the Mass Effect remaster is indeed really happening despite it not being at EA Play. Let's assume that is true. Why on earth, if you are EA, would you not put that into your already super lean show? The only thing I can think of is that they thought it would draw a lot of attention away from their budget-priced Star Wars game, which is probably not a bad idea. On the topic of BioWare, we have seen barely anything from Dragon Age. At this point, do you think it's still so far away that it will be next-gen only title like Inquisition, which was cross-gen? Yeah, Dragon Age is 2022 at the earliest.
Yeah, it's still a ways away because they basically rebooted the project, if you don't remember that.
I don't think it'll be cross-gen. It would be
No.
cross-gen if it was out in 2021. I think that it's 2022, maybe even potentially early 2023. Like, I think this will be fully next-gen only.
On the during the EA thing, it said we're taking advantage of next generation hardware, blah 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 blah.
Yep,
So.
that's true.
Please just don't use Frostbite, please.
I honestly don't know if the Mass Effect remaster is real, why EA didn't put it in their conference. But that being said, last year at EA Play, Need for Speed Heat was real, and they made no mention of Need for Speed, one of their most iconic, biggest franchises in EA's portfolio outside of their EA Sports content. No mention of that in EA Play. So, like, honestly, it's a big, like, who the fuck
Here's
knows?
my hypothesis.
All right,
so
lay it
EA
on us.
has very little cards in their hand, right? They don't have much going on. They have another beat they need to save for Gamescom. So I would probably hypothesize that what they were looking for with this show was the focus is on Squadrons, which leaked. So that was unfortunate. Kind of lost a little bit of the wind out of the sails. And then Skate. So those were going to be the two big things from this show. Skate was the fun, hey, internet, you asked for this. You got it. Yay, don't you like us moment. And then they ended on that. And that was all they needed. Because then if you put Mass Effect on top of that, it sort of overshadows Skate.
Who cares?
No, I'm with you. I'm not saying
That's what.
I'm with you. I'm just saying this is what. And then they get to have that other yay, internet willed this into existence bullshit thing. A couple months now when they do another thing and they're like, by the way, Mass Effect. Blah.
I think they could have had a home run with their conference. I think they could have easily upgraded themselves from what the internet voted as a C or D to a B,
way.
a solid B, or maybe even an A, if they had dropped a teaser trailer that was like the Omni tool being summoned, like maybe just a couple bars from like the theme music, and then said
Sad piano.
more to come at Gamescom
Dun,
digital.
dun, dun, dun.
Right? Like anything little, like a little drip feed.
No, yeah, I'm
tease,
not saying
more to
you're
come at
wrong. I'm just
Gamescom
saying
digital.
I think that's where their
would've been a
their heads
fucking-
lied. They were like, well, we'll just save that for later, and
I know.
this is the Skate that we're not even going to confirm a Skate for. We're just going to talk about, I don't know. It was weird.
It
was weird.
Know.
It was a
Yeah, I
weird
have no
show.
idea.
Dude,
I don't-
would have been cool. Would have been cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
It's
question.
gonna come out on an 11/7 and 7 day.
And 7 day.
I mean,
I
that
feel
would
like
be
that's too late.
That would be
Doesn't,
boss.
Then that's
Too late. What?
missed
No, that'd be
opportunity.
perfect.
Well, because you would think the new consoles would be out by then,
Yeah.
unless they launch it. Oh, okay.
I mean, if
I
they're
like-
putting out a remaster, there's no way it's not cross console.
At
Yeah.
this
Like,
stage.
no way it's
Yeah.
not cross console.
That would
Yeah.
be really
Also, I
weird.
don't want to wait 5 months for that to come out. I'd like
I
that
don't
to come
want to
out
wait
like 5 months to be
for Mass Effect. I want
But that could
it
be a good
right
N7
now.
thing.
When will it come to me?
I think you're gonna like this question, Stiver.
Okay, great.
Maz writes, "What is, in your opinion, an absolute waste of time?
Oh my God,
For
so many
me,
things.
it's the Kardashians or taking pictures of your food."
What is a waste of time?
Sorry, the
Like-
Kardashians or what?
Taking pictures of your
pictures
food. I can't tell you how many times I take pictures of food and then I never post them.
I feel
Yeah.
called out because I tweeted a picture of my strawberry shortcake, but then I also brought you some strawberry
You
shortcake
did.
because of that tweet. So
You
fuck
did.
you, Maz. But like,
We appreciate your question, Mass, is what Simon meant to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's literally everything I do is technically a waste of time.
I think it's
Unless
an
it brings you
absolute
joy.
waste of time, and this is gonna be controversial.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be controversial.
Uh-oh.
I think it's an absolute waste of time
To shower.
for people to take selfies and post them saying, "Oh, I'm not feeling good." Selfie.
Oh.
Like,
Um,
oh,
I don't know
have
if
the
that's
flu.
a waste of time so
Selfie.
much as a waste
Why?
of
Because there's
space.
Why are
probably
you
some
doing
good
that?
ROI on that.
Why are you
Because
doing
like
that?
technically
then
break it
people
down. What's a
will-
waste of time? All right. If you post like a really hot selfie of yourself, I'm so sad, but you get like a gajillion likes, not a waste of time. But I
Correct.
think
So you're
It's
saying it's
silly.
She
intentionally
said-
manipulative?
Oh, yes. Are you kidding? Of course, that's exactly what it is.
I don't think
Yeah.
it is. I
It
think
is.
Okay,
No,
for
that's-
some people, for some social media influencers, it is. But maybe for the people that I see in my timeline, which
Okay.
I've slowly tried to weed out,
Yeah.
that I'm like, they're not influencers. They're just
They're just people.
People,
But there are still people looking for
seeking
attention.
attention.
that's
Which
that's
is the
how I
exact
see it.
same
Yeah, you're
thing.
just looking
I
for
ain't got
attention.
time for that. I ain't got time.
It's a waste of time for you to see those things.
Maverick
Yes.
agrees. He just meowed.
Yeah, he's like, Mom's yelling. That's right, Mom.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
backing you up.
Don't post your stupid selfies on Andrea's Instagram timeline. Trace
Yeah.
Liz. Absolute waste of time. I would say, you know, as I've gotten
Maverick.
older, I really dislike spending mental resources and emotional resources worrying about what other people, worrying about what other people are doing with their life, things that don't affect you. Obviously, like live and let live.
You
If
mean
people
like
wanna
what
do-
what I just said?
Your little rant.
Me worrying about what other people are posting.
Well, no. Okay, see, here's the thing. I think you phrased that wrong. I think a waste of time is for you to have that second it takes for you to scroll through your timeline. That was a second of wasted time, Andrea. You're not wrong.
It's true.
Just trying to like help you out here. Anyway, that's when people get too involved in other people's business. And it's like when you're spending all time is a finite resource. And if you're gonna spend that like worrying about how other people are living their life and what they're doing, what the fuck? Like, why? It's not worth it. It's a waste of your time,
Yeah,
like quite
Maverick.
literally. Because when you're on your deathbed, are you gonna be thinking, wow, I'm so
I can do
happy I
snaps- I
spent
can do snaps for
hundreds of
that.
hours
Yeah.
talking shit and fretting over the way someone was living their life. Oh no, I bet you in that moment you wish you'd have those 100 hours back to do something productive
For
that
me-
brought
yeah.
you joy.
This is-
Arguing with people on Twitter is the one thing I see people do where I'm just like,
Ah.
that seems like a complete waste of time to me. Even if the conversation does eventually turn into something positive, I'm like, still seems like a waste of time. I don't know, like, I won't do it. If you want to argue with me on the internet, I will leave. I don't care. Don't care enough to have that conversation with you over a virtual platform. Probably don't care to have that conversation with you in real life.
Yeah.
So,
It's true.
but this cat has to be
Oh,
my friend.
that's a better camera
Has
angle.
to
He
be
looks
my
much
friend.
thinner.
Good question, Mads.
Yeah.
Good question. Khan asks, this is for Steimer.
Uh-oh.
I was just curious how many different game studios you have worked at. Because every time you guys talk about a new game from a studio, Steimer has worked there.
Game studios, not that many. Game publishers, the big ones. So I've worked at Xbox. Well, technically I didn't work at Xbox. I worked for Xbox. I worked at Edelman. The accounts I was on were Xbox accounts. I worked at PlayStation directly. Again, not a studio, but just PlayStation. Worked at EA. That one was technically BioWare, but BioWare Social, which was a thing. And then CD Projekt Red. And that was the game studios. So then I worked at like IGN and I worked at YouTube. And now I work at Riot.
So technically, like
So-
one studio? No, two. CDPR.
Two actual, well, three if you, BioWare was technically a studio. It was just small within EA. So 3 studios.
There you go. 3. Michaela writes, will we ever see an Assassin's Creed Odyssey spoiler cast? I'm still dying for it. I don't
would have to
know if
finish
that's
that
gonna.
game.
I don't know if that's gonna happen because we don't have enough people to finish it, and the amount of time it would take to finish it now, just quite honestly seems a little unrealistic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Michaela. Don't be
No, I
sorry.
did not go to Edmonton. It was
sorry.
in it was at Ears, the EA Redwood Shores.
Ears.
That's what we called it.
Yeah, no, it's true. One time, did I tell you about the time that I discovered that EARS was an acronym?
No.
So
No.
I got an email from a junior PRP person that I did not know from a big PR agency, and I will leave them nameless so I don't call them out. And I got an email that had a bunch of misspellings and like there was some grammatical things wrong with it. And it ended with like, you know, when will we like see you at EARS later? And I was just so confused by this email. I went back and looked at it. I was like, what is this email? Did this person like mean to send this to me? And so I was feeling a little frisky at the moment. Maybe I'd had some wine or whatever.
You're
And
like,
I tweeted out, oh, a PR person must be drunk because they tweeted about meeting them at EARS. And I did not say anything about the game, anything about the studio, agency, nothing. But I said EARS, and enough PR and marketing people follow me that I like instantly got a message from the head of the PR agency. I'm talking to you like fucking instantly. Like they have like notification alerts on when I tweet.
Yeah.
And I spoke to this person and they were like, would you mind taking your tweet down? I go, I'm not taking my fucking tweet down. Like, my tweet's harmless. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not calling a game out. The fact that you know who it is not my problem. Most of the world has no idea who I'm talking about. I'm not deleting my tweet. You can't bully me into deleting my tweet.
That's
so
funny.
I didn't. But I said to him, I go, I appreciate you reaching out. Thank you for the clarification. I forwarded him the email. I said, you should tell your person that they should spell check their work and double check their sentence structure before sending out official communication on behalf of a publisher or a game maker to press. Like, that's not my problem. That's a you problem. So that's how I discovered that EARS stands for Electronic Arts Redwood Shores.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's a good story. I like it when Andrew feels frisky. She
I've
likes
been feeling frisky a
stir
lot
some-
lately.
You know what? We all are. Our fuses are all very short.
It's
You
true.
know, it's all
It
good.
is true.
It's
Short
true.
fuses.
Okay, moving on. We've got RJ that says, "Oh, RJ, I don't think we know how to answer that question. I'll come back to it." You have another question. Good. RJ's question: what options in the PS5 do you think it has that hasn't been released officially? Wi-Fi 6 would be fantastic. That's an interesting question. RJ's other question was about like TVs with refresh rates, and I was like, this is a little much to get into.
Nope.
What options in the PS5 do you think it has that it hasn't been released officially? I honestly don't think that they would be holding back like tech specs at all, because they were pretty thorough, not only in the original Wired article exclusive that they published, but Mark Cerny's like dissertation on the technology and hardware of the PS5 was very lengthy.
Yeah.
Ear molds.
Yeah. I don't think they would. I mean, maybe, but
Yeah.
I think it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no weird conspiracy theories here. Sorry.
Yeah.
It has tiny tinfoil hats inside of it. That's a feature.
Oh. It's a good feature.
Yeah.
Andrea looks confused.
Tiny hats.
Tiny tinfoil hats are inside of it.
Oh, I get it now.
Yes.
Devin writes, "Hey y'all." I added the y'all. It just says "Hey
Hey.
all," and I said "Hey y'all."
Hey y'all.
Been thinking about Yakuza a lot lately,
Hmm.
and I was just curious on what your favorite mini games are.
I hate mini games. I just hate them. I don't play mini games in anything.
So Steimer does not care. Brittany, what are your favorite?
It depends on how you want to classify a mini game. I personally love the
We talk about
Cabaret
waste of
Club.
time. Mini games are a waste of time.
A waste of time. There you go. Summer has an answer for that question. I like the Hostess Club management game. I think that's really fun. Technically, I think it can be described as a mini game because you don't have to do it. That and I would say that's probably my favorite. It's when you run a hostess club and you get to like give the girls all these makeovers, and it affects their personality traits. So you have to make sure you have enough different girls so you can match with customers. Maybe they want a sexy girl or a cute girl or a flirty girl or something like that. And then you have to make sure you have like your staff.
So you've
You know,
missed
like
your
your
calling as a madam, is what you're saying.
Pretty
Yes, I
much,
think she
yes.
wants to run a brothel.
I don't know what I'm doing being on a video game podcast. So clearly
Move
I have
to
a career out
Nevada.
there somewhere.
Open the blonde
Do you
nerd
wanna-
brothel.
Yeah, I was about to say you could have your very own cat house out there.
Oh my God.
It would be successful. Think about how many nerdy people around the world would flock to the blonde nerd brothel to bang.
Ladies got that alliteration.
Video
going for it,
game
too.
people of all genders and kinds.
You know, it's been fun running the show with you for the past 3 years, but I think today is the day when I announce my retirement from What's Good
You
Games.
should.
I got money to
I
make.
mean, can you imagine? Because then it's like you could also treat the outsider like a farming simulator and just like make it really pretty, and then
And you would help people find husbandos and waifus for the night.
for the night. Yes, that's the key.
I mean, I feel like you,
For a
you should
cost.
get in on this with me. I feel
I
like
mean,
we
I'm
have
down.
a winner.
I'm
Let's
down. I will
expand
help you.
What's good into
What's good bangs?
I was trying to think of
What's
like,
good bangs?
What's-
Oh my God, yes.
yes.
I'm so
I
fucking
think
in.
this
Thank you,
is
patrons. It's been
lucrative.
great. Tomorrow we're shutting down a Patreon.
I think that no, we're gonna start an OnlyFans for this.
Yes,
Yeah.
onlyfans.com/what'sgoodbangs.
/what'sgoodbangs. We won't be on it, but we'll have some
Sorry.
other people who will
Oh my
want
God,
to.
I love it. Ah. There
Oh
you go.
boy, my face hurts. I needed that. Thank you. Thank you for your question, Devin. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry that went a little off the rails.
It was perfect.
Okay,
I feel like Devin would appreciate that.
Okay, sorry. Adam writes, when the subject of... Oh, hold on. I think we already covered this. Well... Oh, actually, we haven't really talked about this. Adam writes, when the subject of a Mass Effect trilogy comes up on the podcast and others, the discussion usually involves desired changes to the first game. What proposed changes for the sequels? I rarely hear those ideas. Well, when we talk about a remaster, they're not really changing
Yeah, it's
a
just
lot.
graphics.
I think, you know, one of the things that they did well going from 2 to 3 was they really streamlined the mining, even though I
Oh my
liked
God, so relaxing.
I liked the soothing music of mining planets in Mass Effect 2, but if there was a way to like speed up mining, particularly if there's a planet that doesn't have anything on it, or in traveling between planets, if they could like, you know, optimize that and make it more streamlined, I think that would be a nice change. I kind of hope that if there is a remaster and if it actually is real, that they don't take away the elevators because they're kind of nostalgic.
Well,
now.
I mean, they can't. I mean, because that's when all the conversations happened.
yeah.
There were a lot of really fun banters in those elevators that I would be really sad if they took out.
I don't really have any answers.
I
I'm
would
sorry.
like if they changed the leveling, the RPG leveling system in 2 to match it in 3. Because I think that was one of the biggest weaknesses of 2, was that the RPG systems in 1 were really solid. They changed it for 2.
They streamlined too much in 2.
Yeah, which a lot of people did not care for, and then they re-expanded it back in 3. So I would hope that they would standardize the RPG progression across all 3 games to make it more unified and better across all 3.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
I've only played the games once, so I don't really have any good feedback for this, and it's been a very long time.
Yes, well, we should play them again. Spelt Wrong Brit writes in and says, what qualities or traits are most important to you in your family and friends? Steimer, you did see that Best Friends Forever dog game has the demo on Steam now. What? I guess I know what we're playing next. We need our dating sim expert to demo and give feedback. P.S. Andrew, thanks for hanging in there for the PC stream. I really enjoyed the whole stream. It was great.
Oh, God.
No, thank you to everybody who hung in there. It was a long one, but I do want to work with somebody to cut it down so we can get a nice kind of concise video of putting everything together, because Leslie had some amazing tidbits, not only on building PCs, but I want to clip out the conversation that she and I got to have about her work with AMD, why she loves working with AMD for their inclusivity and how they're trying to foster diversity, and her experience being a lesbian in the gaming community and some of the adversity that she's faced and how she's trying to uplift other marginalized voices. I think it was a really important conversation that she and I had when we were, you know, like dropping screws in the motherboard.
That was so fun. I was in chat for I think the first 6 hours of that stream, but that was really fun. And Leslie was just on fire, and she's the kind of person who has that energy. She walks into a room and it just brightens everything up.
Yeah,
She is so funny, so quirky. I loved her so much.
she's a
I
wonderful
understand
person.
like we definitely want to cut it down because that's a long stream, but man, the whole thing was just entertaining from start to finish.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
good.
great.
And apparently I left at a bad time because later she was dancing to Back That Ass Up. And
Oh,
I missed
yeah.
it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you missed it, but we sent you the clip.
Oh, it's so good.
So
Okay, question was what?
Qualities important to you and your family and friends. Honesty is a big one for me. And authenticity,
Mm-hmm.
kindness, being funny and light-hearted. I mean, I think the idea that people who take themselves too seriously or who
Sticks in
are
the mud.
eternal pessimists, I tend to not spend time around or enjoy being around, because I am an eternal optimist, and I, like Brittany, think that life's too fucking short to be upset and pissed off all the time. And it's like, who's got time for that? I ain't got time for that. I want to have fun. And obviously there is a time to like have feelings of angst and ennui or whatever you want to call it about what's happening in the world or what's happening in your life. But like when you allow yourself to get wrapped up in drama, I just cannot fucking deal. So I like people who are like, yo, we're here for the funds.
I feel like +1. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have a lot of different things to say.
No, those are all fantastic traits. You know, also think compassion and empathy, and someone who's willing to listen and put themselves in your shoes and understand where you're coming from. Someone who's willing to have a constructive conversation instead of just like, I'm going to get mad at you and not tell you why. I'm just going to yell at you. It's not going to be good. Like, I can't stand that. I'm one for logic. I always try to put logic before emotions. And I understand we're all human and we're flawed. And sometimes that's a very hard thing to do. But if someone makes an effort to try to talk something out before going to someone else and bad mouthing you, or just try to be like, hey, I care enough about you that I want to bring this to your attention and talk about it, to me, that's also I respect that a lot. So all the things they said, and then plus those.
Yeah. Those are also good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, final question. From Kay. I saw you just type it in there. Final question. Hello, my question is, what is a movie you love, but if someone said they hated it, you would understand why?
I mean, a lot of... I mean,
Like
I feel
all of
like
my
I
favorite
can
movies?
Basically everything Brittany watches.
Pretty much. That's true.
I literally, I know, I was like, all of my favorite movies? Probably. I mean, Austin Powers, 1, 2, and 3. There's Kung Pao. I love me some Rush Hour. How High is a phenomenal movie. Let's go.
How High?
How High? Have you seen How High before?
I've never even heard of
And
that.
Jared, I'm realizing I accidentally skipped your question, so we will get to it after this. I apologize. I did not mean to skip you. How High? I haven't seen that movie in
So
in
good.
a hot minute. Let's see here with the what's a movie that if you love?
Superstar, Mary Catherine Gallagher. Let's go.
Superstar. I mean,
Make out with the tree.
I don't. For me, I mean, my favorite movie is Labyrinth, but I also know that it's like a cheesy 80s movie, and like some people are not into that. But it's also David Bowie, so fuck you.
Labyrinth is fucking genius. Who hates the Labyrinth?
I feel like people thought it was creepy, right? Like they were a kid and they were scared of it.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, I could see that, but like it's a masterpiece.
I know. Well, I agree.
Gosh, I don't know.
I just ordered the knockers.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Knockers
like
needs
actual door
boobs to be-
knockers?
They're not. They're just 3D printed, so I'm gonna mount them on the wall.
That's
Okay, I think you're
cool.
talking about boobs. What are you talking
No,
about?
so
They're like a
in
door
Labyrinth,
knocker.
there's 2 door knockers that will talk.
Have
to
you ever
her
seen a
and
door knocker, Brittany?
Yes, I saw Labyrinth with you guys. Remember,
Yes,
but I don't
yeah.
remember.
It's the gargoyle thing.
He's got
One
a mouth
has them
and he's
in
got
his
a ring
ears.
in his mouth, right? And then you have to like knock on
I'll
the
just
ring.
send
and
you a
he's holding
picture.
it.
How's that?
Okay, well, all I heard
One of
sentence
us
is I
always
ordered
tells the truth.
knockers,
All right,
and I
so-
did not know it was in the context of a door.
Remember?
I was
So they say
confused.
one of us always tells the truth and one of us always lies.
No, that's the other people.
Oh, the guys
The-
with the shields.
Those are the guys with the shields.
Oh,
The
shit.
door knockers are the ones where he's like, where he has to they have to take the ring out of his mouth in order for him to talk. The other guy has the ring in his ears,
Oh, they can't
and
hear.
so he's like, yeah, like where does this door lead? Well, I don't know. Search me. We're just the knockers. And
oh,
then
yeah, that's
it's
right.
like- yeah. And then
I think all my
favorite
favorite
line from
movies
them
are, like,
was,
Less than 50% in Rotten
he's
Tomatoes.
like, you can't talk. All you do is moan. And he's like, no good. Can't hear you. It's really good.
Oh my goodness. Brittany, that's okay. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I'm not.
That's
Yeah.
a good question. I'll have to think of something. I can't think of
This is
anything
what
off the
I
top of
ordered.
my head. Oh, hold on. It says cart is empty.
Oh, God damn it. Stupid fucking
Jared's
thing.
question,
Yes.
because I accidentally missed it. Wait, those are 3D printed?
I think so. Yeah.
Dude, they look so cool.
Yeah. So hopefully they look good. I'm putting them on my wall in my kitchen.
Babe with the power. What power? Power. Voodoo.
Voodoo.
You do.
Do what?
Power of the babe.
Remind me of the babe.
Whatever. Same difference. Wrong
Pretty close.
lyrics. It's fine. Anyway, Jared.
It's fine. You're
With the
correct.
PS5 event showing a slow return to 3D platform games, do you reckon we will see a return with Sly Cooper or Jax and Daxter? I miss them a lot. I honestly like maybe. I mean, Jack and Daxter probably not. Sly Cooper maybe, but I mean, I feel like
How well
the
did
time-
the Sly collection do?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I feel was there a Sly collection?
Yes. Oh wow, it was PS3.
Let's look. Oh well,
apparently
no,
that-
was a long time ago.
That
I know,
show
but
on Monday,
you know
by the
what?
way, is
Life-
the new Crash game.
So
all.
I actually received in the mail a Crash Bandicoot
What?
puzzle.
Oh,
Oh,
neat.
So they sent me a puzzle, and they said I can't post about it until June 18th. We're now
Oh.
beyond June 18th, but I don't know what it means. So I think that
First, I was like, "What day is it, Andrew?"
I was like,
Because I just have no concept of time.
well, because Crash, what's it called? It was just listed somewhere.
something
and then
something
that-
of time, right? Out of time, Crash out of time.
I think that's what it was.
Delete,
Yeah, it was
deletes.
just listed, and I guess that's supposed to be the game on Monday. So I guess that would make sense.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Is
know.
it a good puzzle?
We'll see.
Is it
I,
like
I haven't opened
yeah.
it yet. You want to do
Oh,
it?
Sure.
It's 200 pieces. We'll take a picture.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for all of your questions. Bernie, I did mean to intentionally skip your question, and I'll tell you why. Because you're talking about being an angry, sick person, and I didn't understand what your question was. So if you are in the chat and you want to do a substitute question, I will allow you to put a substitute question in the chat. But I was like, this seems like a weird question. I don't know what's happening with this question. So if you would like to do a
Question
substitute
mark
question.
ping.
Thank you for hanging out with us, everybody. This has been fun. As you all know, we will be doing the after hour stream in just a little bit. Did we say 5:30 or 6? I think we said 6, right? Perf. I have Pride Run queued up for us to try out.
Yes.
I also will check out the Steam sale, the Steam demo festival, everything that's happening there for this
dating dog
the
game.
dating dog sim, the best friends, the
Best
best friends
friends.
forever.
Ever.
There's a bunch of games that are available to check out and play. So if you guys want to join us, should be fun times. We'll be getting that kicked off in just a little bit. I don't see Bernie in the chat anymore. Bernie, are you still there?
Bernie, where are you?
Bernie.
We checked the list.
Oh,
But
there he is.
oh,
Oh,
feels like.
don't worry, I don't feel so good.
No, Bernie.
Feel better, Bernie.
Yeah, we hope you feel better.
I'm sorry that you're feeling sick. Being sick and tired makes you have a short fuse, makes you, angry at things that don't normally get you angry. When I reach a level of exhaustion, I just start crying. And just like, I'm
yeah.
not like
Yeah.
sad. I'm just like so tired. I don't know what to do. I just cry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
That's.
I opened up my email inbox the other day and I started crying for no reason. I was
Yeah.
just exhausted,
You're
and it
just
was
like,
a
I
big
can't.
number.
Yeah.
I was like, ah, fuck.
Yeah.
It happens. Everyone's crying a lot right now. Don't feel bad about it.
sometimes you just got to select all and delete.
Yep.
Archive.
Oh God.
Archive, because then you can still search for it later.
No, that's fair. That's a good point. That's actually good life advice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Diver.
You're
She's
welcome.
like, don't delete it, just archive
Don't
it.
delete it. Just archive it.
Well, we hope you feel better, Bernie. Get some rest, drink lots of fluids, sleep as much as you can. Doesn't matter what time of day it is, just sleep. Always be sleeping when you're feeling ill. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being here for us. Thank you for listening. And thank you for engaging with us on our vlogs, especially when we're talking about tough stuff. We know it's hard and sometimes, it's not easy to engage on that kind of stuff. It's easy to kind of like push to the side. But we love that you guys are here and we love having that interaction with you and having that dialogue with you. And thanks for being awesome. And I would suggest, Bernie, depending on your time zone, that maybe you go to bed because Destiny will be there tomorrow. Take care of
Yes,
yourself.
true
Get some
dat.
sleep.
Yeah, unless you're on the West Coast, because it's 5:30 and that's a little too early.
It's
to
a
go to
little
bed.
early to go to bed.
But
Take a nap
if you're
and then play
anywhere
Destiny
else in
later.
the world, go to sleep.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the after hour stream. Otherwise, we'll see you next month for our July happy hour Q&A. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.